Hey guys, Exploring with Quinton here, and welcome to a brand new video where today we are here from probably the most B-Tech recording setup I have ever seen. Now I'm just going to show you real quick if I take my camera off this makeshift tripod. This is what I'm using as a tripod. I'm just going to flip the camera around. So here you can see this is the box my Sony HX60 90, sorry, I'm retarded, came in. And then above that, I just decided to throw a couple volumes of manga on top of it to kind of give it like an extra bit of elevation. That light's horrific. Please fuck off. I'm actually going to shut my shutters right now so we can get a little bit of less glare on here. But yeah, so we got volume 1 of Akame ga Kill and 19 and 20 of Attack on Titan on this makeshift stand. Okay, so I did decide to reopen the shutters mainly because the lighting in here is absolutely horrific, and it kind of always has been, to be fair. I've literally got like one bulb that's not exactly the brightest thing in the world, and I can't use my lamp because it's down here and it's not even plugged in, which is probably not the best idea. But yeah, I'm getting a new torch tomorrow, which I should be able to use for lighting in these videos because it's a pretty decent torch, and it's got like a little, so it's like a little box thing, and then it's got a thing in the side, so you can just shine, if I had it over here I could like shine it against my face and it should be alright. But yeah, I've just realised also that before we begin today's video, my camera is desperately in need, sorry, of a charge, so we're gonna have to do that.
3 hours later.
I forget how much I like jelly. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I've always wanted to do this sort of video. I just wanted to make like a sort of video where we would... I just thought today that we would check out some of these videos because when I do future exploring videos tomorrow, I'm going to be checking out Miley Tunnel in Preston, which is meant to be haunted, so I wanted to take a look at these ghost videos before I decided to pick like a nice top 5 or something, and we're going to be taking a look at these, and hopefully I can, you know, recognise these sightings in Miley Tunnel if the place is actually haunted. To be honest with you, I think it's utter bullshit that that place is haunted, but whoever, I'm going to be keeping an open mind when I go and check the place out. Yeah, time to drink some iced tea. We're going to be taking a look at top 5 ghost sighting videos. So yeah, let's get straight into it.
Top 5 abandoned places and ghosts caught on camera.
Let's begin, shall we?
Scream. This next clip was sent to me by a Twitter follower named Ahmad. The video was originally posted to Snapchat by a Saudi ghost hunter who claimed that an abandoned house in his town was haunted by an angry spirit. He decided to investigate. Even before the ghost hunter enters the house, things get a little spooky as we see a light inside, even though the power to the abandoned house has long been turned off.
Alright, that's just someone with like a TV glow, isn't it? That's just not a ghost. Like if someone may have just been in that house, I know it's like Saudi Arabia and everything, they're saying the power's been out, but like, I don't know. That looks like a TV glare to me. Just saying, like, I'm pretty sure someone, if they're saying the power's out, then obviously this goes out the window, but I don't think it is. I think maybe like just like one room might work, and they've got the TV still plugged in, and they've turned the TV on, like when someone's been in there urbexing or something. That's literally what it is.
Once inside, things get even more bizarre.
Alright, now it's having a seizure. Well done. Okay, that sounds terrifying. I'll be quite honest with you, that's terrifying. That scared me. That just sounds like some woman going absolutely ballistic. So who fucking knows what that is? But like, I have heard of some animals, like I think someone said something about foxes, that when they do stuff like they scream like that, and it's absolutely terrifying. Or owls or something. Owls scream like that sometimes. But yeah, that's fucking terrifying. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one because I'm gonna have nightmares if I watch the rest of that clip. Alright, here we are.
Ghosts or uninvited
Ghosts
guests.
or uninvited guests.
First off, big thanks to AG Chaos on Twitter for linking me to this clip. YouTuber Dan Bell has one of the most popular urban exploration channels on YouTube. In fact, in my opinion, it's probably the best urbex channel out there.
Ooh. You know, I would disagree. I would say Exploring with Quinton is the best urbex channel, you know. Gotta do some self-promotion, obviously. But yeah, let's carry on watching this. Did that just say I like dick? Because I hope it fucking didn't. I don't know if that's just me.
Now, Dan Bell is a pure urban explorer. What I mean by that is that he doesn't do any ghost hunting or paranormal investigation whatsoever. He just explores abandoned places. Now, that makes it especially odd that when he visited an abandoned children's asylum, he seemed to catch some very bizarre activity on camera. Some of it without even knowing what he had filmed until he reviewed the footage later. From the start of Dan Bell's exploration of the children's asylum, strange things begin to happen.
Jesus fucking Christ. Scared the shit out of me.
Battery exploded.
The camera battery mysteriously explodes in his hands. Next, Dan doesn't even notice, but his camera starts to catch someone or something moving around inside the asylum.
I feel like I'm gonna have nightmares now forever. Oh, I see that. That's weird, that. That is weird. I've seen like an actual similar thing myself. Sorry, mate. But yeah, like, as I've talked about this on my old channel a few times, but I am 100% convinced pretty much that this house that I live in is haunted. And I have been since I've been like, what, 5 years old or some shit like that. But yeah, I've seen stuff like this, like shadowy figures and shit just darting from room to room. Not really what happened in this clip, obviously, but either way, yeah, it's terrifying when stuff like that you actually see it. Like, it's not too bad when you watch it on video, unless your camera battery fucking explodes like in the last clip, but you know, either way, it's pretty scary.
Next, we very quickly see what could be an eye peeking through a hole in the door. The eye quickly disappears as Dan approaches.
That's just a paedophile, isn't it? Yeah, that's just Jimmy Savile, mate. No doubt about it. Jimmy Savile's following you through this asylum or whatever. I just, like, an eye. I've not really heard of that before. Like, random floating eyes in door locks. I've not really heard of that phenomenon before. I've heard of, like, a bunch of other absurd shit, like the walls bleeding and, like, ominous fluids and shit, but eyes peering through locks, that could just be a person, mate, living in that room. I mean, it does.
Then finally, and perhaps freakiest of all, what sounds like a voice can be heard coming from an empty room nearby.
Is that blood? Oh, don't worry, they got a barcode.
Oh my god, I'm gonna.
Alright, voices. Now, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be the voice of reason playing devil's Jesus Christ, I can't speak today. Play devil's advocate for 1 second. That could just be a person in another room. As I said with that eye thing looking through the lock, it could just be another person in another room. That's pretty self-explanatory. But one thing I will say, quick little story time here. EVP. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's electromagnetic voice phenomenon, I'm pretty sure. Or it's electronic voice phenomenon. But basically, it's where, so say for example I'm recording this video on my camera, that will be when I would hear voices in like the background that I can't hear now. So say if some like spooky ghost or something said, "Hello there, fucking General Kenobi or some shit in the background of this video. I can't hear that now, but I'd hear it when I watch the footage back, because like my camera's picked it up. And that's the whole idea with like spirit boxes and stuff, if you've heard of those. If you haven't, Joe Weller's used them. Exploring with Fighters has used them. They're pretty good equipment. They're like a more reliable version of an Ouija board, so it's probably better to use those than the Ouija board, because you don't get any unwanted guests, I guess.
Freak out.
I don't like this music. I really don't. Shit like this just terrifies me. Like, this music and that building up to it, I think it's beautiful.
Many YouTube commenters believe that the voice sounds like someone saying, quote, "Let's get him."
Okay, it's definitely Jimmy Savile then.
But what do you
That
think?
didn't even sound English to
Now,
me.
some believe the abandoned children's asylum to be haunted,
Haunted.
and that the incidents caught on video were paranormal in nature. But Dan Bell has a very different take on what went on in the video that might be even scarier.
Later on in this video, you're going to see some very strange things, and I want to give you my opinion on what I think was going on. I think that a former patient has returned to this facility, to this house, and is living here.
Okay, so it's like a squatter settlement, but only 80 times more terrifying, because the person used to live here and they probably want to murder him. Either way, I'll be avoiding that place, let's just say that. Ooh,
Hidden in the shadows. So, Russian YouTuber Dima Maslenikov has one of the best...
Just Russian names are the most beautiful form of art on this planet. You can't even tell what they say. Like, just look at that. All I can recognise there is Da. That's the only character letter I can actually recognise. So it's Dima Maslenikov. I could be Russian, you know. You'd never even know. I actually could live in Russia right now. You know, I could just switch my VPN on and I'll be in Russia. And you guys couldn't tell the difference because I'll be speaking with a flawless Russian accent, let's just say that. Oh dear.
Ghost hunting channels on YouTube. In one of his ghost investigations, he checks out a house that supposedly carries a terrible curse.
Не хотели с ним общаться, но однажды у нас дело дошло до конфликта. И после этого конфликта на следующий день он пришел к
He
нам,
wasn't happy.
просто очень сильно ругался и сказал,
I
я вас
curse you.
проклинаю.
Curse you, Perry the Platypus.
Сказал, муж его проводил, как бы все успокоилось.
He died the next day.
Но на следующий день мы узнали, что он умер.
Wasn't it?
Он умер. И у нас начались какие-то странные вещи в доме.
Dima checks out the house, but doesn't really find much other than a few odd
strange
noises. However, when Dima posted the video to YouTube, he got a flood of responses from his regular viewers. It seems that the YouTube community had spotted something that even Dima himself had missed. At one point in the video, as he is filming down a stairway, the camera catches someone or something lurking behind him.
Oh, I see. That looks weird. Okay, that is weird. That is really weird. Yeah, but the
What
music's
looks
not
to be the
needed.
bizarre specter of a little girl dressed in a
That looks like a
school
little boy to
uniform
me.
seems to be watching him as he
Just saying.
descends a staircase. As I mentioned before, Dima Maslenikov never even noticed this apparition in his original video. It was pointed out weeks later by YouTube viewers.
I don't understand why it said there was an old man next door and he cursed them, and then that, you know, supposedly shit started hitting the fan after that. But what I don't understand, why is this a little boy or a little girl or whatever the fuck it is in there? How does that make any sense if it was an old man? that doesn't make much sense unless other things have happened there that we haven't known about, unless there was something there before and they just didn't know about it and the curse like brought it out. I don't know. Who fucking knows at this point?
The Devil's Tramping Ground. Now before this next story, a little
Anything to do with
background.
the devil.
Devil's Tramping Ground is a circle of ground almost 40 feet in diameter
meters.
in the woods of Bear Creek, North Carolina.
I actually know people who live in North Carolina. I might have to ask them about this. I don't know where this is. Bear Creek. I'll have to ask them if they've heard about it. But yeah, if I ever go, I'll check it out. If, you know, I don't get like raped by the devil or something, I won't like that.
Even though this circle is in the middle of a forest and in an area of heavy vegetation,
Why is it like 480?
for some reason nothing grows inside the circle.
Could have just been sold.
Researchers can't find any scientific reason for the lack of plant growth. However, local legend says that the Devil's Tramping Ground is cursed. Visitors have claimed that strange voices whispered to them in the night, and campers who slept inside the circle have reported mysteriously waking up miles away, unsure of how they got there.
Huh?
Even more bizarre, many visitors have reported seeing strange shadow beings and entities watching them from the tree line.
Fucking Satan.
A YouTuber who calls himself Kevin the Custodian Ghost Hunter has been ghost hunting for over 16 years. In that time, he says that he's never managed to catch a single ghost on video. That is, until one day when he was filming at the Devil's Tramping Ground with his daughter Jade. Completely by
Jade looks like a
accident,
man.
he catches something very strange in the background of his video.
I had to get out here in a hurry.
Alright, no way. That's a man walking his dog. No way. That just looked like a person to me. He looked like he was wearing like a flannel t-shirt as well. That's a person. 100%.
Just as other visitors have reported, some strange form seems to be moving
walking
along
his
the
dog.
tree line
Man
of the
walking his
Devil's
dog.
Tramping Ground.
I had to get out here in a hurry.
I'm still checking. That's just horrific. The only thing scary about that is the fact that his daughter looks like a man. Right, we're moving on to, I think this is the last clip actually. Alone on a Road.
Alone on a road. Indian motovlogger
God,
Moto
India.
Tourist had spent the day exploring the
Indian
ruins of
ghosts.
the ancient ghost town of
Gods.
Hampi in India.
To be fair,
As he was riding his motorcycle back to his hotel, he took a wrong turn onto an abandoned country road and got lost miles away from the nearest city. Turns out, he was not the only one on the lonely back road.
It's gonna be a shitty jump scare, isn't it? It's gonna be a shitty jump scare, 100%. Oh, wow.
Moto Tourist sees a woman wandering along the deserted back road dressed in a bridal gown.
Might just be late for a wedding. How do they know that's a bridal gown? It's a white dress. I'm pretty sure in India, they don't really, well, obviously they might do some of the more westernized families from, you know, colonialism and shit, but, like, I'm pretty sure traditional Indian wedding dress is, like, a sari or something. I think that's what they're called. I'm trying not to be racist, as racist. But yeah, I don't know, this seems a bit suspicious to me. She was gone. Of course she was.
He says that when he turned back to check, the woman had disappeared. He was so terrified that he sped away as quickly as he could. So is this a ghost caught on camera on an abandoned road? Is it a very strange hitchhiker? Or is it all just a well-planned hoax?
Could be either. I mean, I'm going with either hitchhiker or hoax. A lot of them seemed a bit fake, I'm gonna be honest. But like, I know, that first one was utterly terrifying. That was just terrifying. Like, I don't think it was real, but it was still terrifying. The second one, that was the one with the guy in the orphanage. I think that was fake. I think there was just someone else in there. But the third one, which is the one I think is the most real, the devil one looks just like a guy walking his dog, and this one just seems like a hoax. But yeah, the third one seems the most legit to me, with the person in the background, because it doesn't look fake, it doesn't look very stereotypical girl dressed in a white dress, stood in the middle with her hair over her eyes, sort of dumb shit. It actually looks like a time period, like, you know, when they used to wear really shit clothes at the start of the 1900s. It looks like a pre-Russian Revolution child. Like, that seems like the most convincing to me, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video here. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. If you want me to take a look at some more ghost videos, please do let me know. I plan to take a look at UFO sightings at some stage. Obviously, we got Miley Tunnel coming up tomorrow. I'm not sure when it will be uploaded, though. That's one thing I'd like to be... I'll update you guys over on Twitter. That's another thing. My Twitter is Quinton Explores, I think. Yeah, we've got the @ up here on screen right now. If you want to go follow me, just go follow me. That will be the surefire way to get newest updates on this Urbex content. And yeah, I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.